Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Alina. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this flower daisy bracelet. Last week we created the components of this daisy. We make them into earrings. Here they are. Like this will be the set. I think it's very nice. And for the bracelet we're going to make this individual component and learn how to stitch them together. So let's get started. For the materials you're going to need 3 color SuperDuos. I'm using pastel pink, yellow and blue color. Of course you can use only one color, two, multiple as you like. We're going to need an 8 Toho seed beads. I'm using galvanized silver, some 4mm rounds. I'm using crystal Czech rounds, 15 seed beads, some Fireline 6 pound crystal color, a clasp of your choice, and of course a beading needle. I'm using a size 10 beading needle. I will link down in the description box all the color I used and all the materials. We start by adding around 40 inches of thread or 100 centimeters, and we're going to leave a 10-inch tail. Then we're going to add stop bead. It can be any bead you want, but should be different color than the material you are using for this project. I'm going to put it here and leave a tail like this. Sew back in. We're going to leave a tail so we can add a part of the clasp when the bracelet is done. So we start by adding some SuperDuos. I like these pastel colors and I was thinking they are very good for a daisy design. They remind me of summer, although the summer is gone. There you go. And the 4mm. You can use pearls too if you don't have this crystal Czech. Okay, I'm back. I empty a little bit here so you can see better. Pick up a SuperDuo, a 4mm, and another SuperDuo. Let me see if it's good like this. Maybe I will zoom in a little bit. You're going to skip a SuperDuo without picking up anything on the needle. Go through the 4mm bead, just like this. And then the thread is coming on this side. Let me remove the tail. The thread is coming on this side. I will go on the opposite side with my needle, just like this. This will be our core of the daisy. It looks a bit weird, but it will look good in a minute. Pick up 4 SuperDuos. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm exiting this SuperDuo. I will go on the other side, but on the inside inner hole, not the outside. Let me put it like this so you can see. So this is going to help us make the half of the daisy. There you have it. Pick up 4 more SuperDuos. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm exiting this SuperDuo. I want to go on the top one, on the inner hole, just like this. I will go through only this bead. That's it. This is going to make us our first daisy. There you have it. Nice and pink and cute. Now that we have our first daisy, we have to step up to create the next one. So my thread is coming from this SuperDuo like this. So I need to count 6 beads, but not the one that my thread is coming out. So From here I will start 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I have to exit on this SuperDuo. In order to do that, I will pass through all the inner holes of this SuperDuos 3 by 3. I notice it's easier, the first 3, and the next 3 one, like this. And now I want to change the direction of my thread. So in order to do that, you see my thread is coming here on the inner hole of this SuperDuo. I just pass through the outside hole, and by doing that I change the direction of the thread and I position myself here, because the next petal of the daisy, it's going to be between these two SuperDuos. For the second daisy, pick up another SuperDuo, different color. I'm exiting this SuperDuo. I will go through the next one, outside hole, just like this. And I want to reinforce this new yellow SuperDuo. So in order to do that, I will go through these 2 seed beads, SuperDuos, like this, on the inner hole, outside hole, like this, and the new yellow one, and go through this one. So now I'm ready to pick up my 4mm bead and another SuperDuo. Pick up a 4mm. Going to repeat the process of the first daisy and the SuperDuo. We're going to skip this SuperDuo and put the needle through the 4mm bead, just like this. The thread is coming on this side, so I will go with the needle on the other side. And again we created the core of the daisy. Pull tight. Now pick up 4 SuperDuos, 1 2 3 4. All the time work on the inner hole of the SuperDuo, just like that. The daisy will have 10 petals, so keep in mind you always have to have 10 SuperDuos. Pick up 4 more, 1 2 3 4, and go only through the first SuperDuo from up, just like this. Now we have to step up, so my thread is coming on this, through this SuperDuo, and I'm going to count 6 SuperDuos more, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we have to end up here. We do the same thing like we did with the first daisy. 3 by 3, it's easier. 3 more, I'm on the inner hole of the SuperDuo and I want to be on the outside one, so I will just pass it like this. So I'm ready to sew my next daisy now. Now for the third unit of daisies, we're going to do something different. Instead of adding only one SuperDuo here, we're going to add two, one here and one here, in order for the bracelet to be straight. Otherwise, this 10 petals of the daisy, it's going to make the bracelet to be crooked, if I can say like this. So let me show you. So I'm going to pick up a SuperDuo. Okay, my thread just came out from my needle. I will try to put it super fast. I'm exiting this. I will zoom. I'm exiting this SuperDuo. I'm going on the other one, but outside hole, of course, like this. And now I'm going to add another one and do the same thing. Before we add the rest of the petals, I want to reinforce this and try to make them stay like V shape, like the other, as you can see. So I'm going to reinforce around this area, around this 5 SuperDuos, the 3 from the old daisy and the 2 from the new one. So I'm exiting outside hole this SuperDuo. I'm going on the inside hole and pass 2, 3 SuperDuo, 1, 2, 3. It's a bit hard because the beads are tight. If you cannot make it all three, make it 2 and then one more, another one. So I'm going to change direction of the thread now and going through the outside hole and the inside hole of the blue one. Just follow the path of the thread, it will show you where to go actually. And the inside like this. And now I will go outside and take the other one like this, so I can pull them together in a V shape, just like this. Now we're going to do the same thing like we did with the other daisies. We're going to pick up our 4mm and another SuperDuo, our core, go through the 4mm, like this. My thread is coming here, so I'm going opposite direction. Just like this. And pull super tight. Now pick up 4 SuperDuos to make the petals. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm exiting the upper SuperDuo. I want to go down on this one. On the inner hole, all the time when we make the petals, when we attach the petals, we're going to work on the inner holes. 4, just like this, to make our half of the daisy. Now usually on the other one we pick up 4, but because we have this one here now, we're going to pick up only 3. 1, 2, 3, and going through this and the next one, just like this. And then we're going to pull tight. There you have it. Now instead of going through 6 beads, remember last time we are here and we go through 6 SuperDuos, now the thread is going on the other direction, So we're going to go through 5, 1, 2, not the one, not counting the one where the thread is coming. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to be here. Let me see if I can make it so you can see better. We are working on the inner holes now. 1, 2, 3, 2 more left. Like this. And now let me flip it so you can see. I want to position myself outside of this SuperDuo, just like this. So now you position yourself here. You're going to add again the pink one and you start the process all over. So if I add the pink SuperDuo, exiting this one, going through the next one like this. Reinforce because I want the thread to come on this side. So I will go 2 SuperDuos like this. Okay. Outside and inside of the pink one. And again outside of the pink one. Now add the 4mm and a SuperDuo. Skip this SuperDuo. Go through the 4mm like this. My thread is coming on this side, so I'm going on the opposite direction. Make sure to pull it really good now. Now pick up 4 SuperDuos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going through the inside. This must be straight like this. Here. Inside hole of the next, of the opposite SuperDuo. Now I'm going to pick up another 4 to make 10 petals. 3, 4, and I'm going to exit this the first SuperDuo. Now in order to step up, we're going to need to count 6 petals except the one the thread is coming out from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we have to end up here. I will flip it like this, going 3 by 3. I found it the easiest. 3. Make sure to pull tight, and 3 more like this. Now I want to change the direction of the thread. I'm exiting this inner hole. I'm going on the outside one, so I position myself in order to start another daisy. Now we're going to add 2 SuperDuos. You can tell actually from here. Let me show you in case you don't remember which one you count, 6 or 5, or they have to come in a V shape like this, straight. So here it's 2 and 1 up. Here are 3 and 2 up, then 2. I don't know how to explain better than this. So now we're going to add, so we have pink, we need yellow, 1 yellow, going through the next SuperDuo, just like this. If I leave only 1 yellow, doesn't look very straight. So I'm going to add another one. There you go, like this. Now I want to reinforce and unite this two SuperDuo. So I'm working around this cluster of 5. Go through the inner hole of these 3 SuperDuos, 2, 1 more, like this, and the other 2. I hope it's visible enough so you can understand, just like this, and go through the both. Oh, my thread is not so good. And go through the both of these SuperDuos. My thread is a bit wonky here because I try to make it again and again to explain better. Now you're going to pick up a 4mm and another SuperDuo. Let me zoom out, skip this, go through the 4mm. I'm exiting here, so I will go opposite direction. Pull tight. Now we're going to pick up 4 petals, yes, on this side, 4 yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, going right like this. And don't forget, now we're not going to add 4 because we already put 2 in the beginning. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 3 more to make 10 petals. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to both of these SuperDuos. And now you're going to get ready to step up again. So repeat this process and I will meet you right at the end. Welcome back. I finished my daisies. I made around 11 and I measured them. They are approximately 16 centimeters or around 6 inches. When we're going to add the clasp, it will be around 7.5 inch depending on your clasp size. I also added thread. In case you don't know how to add thread, I have a tutorial about it and I will put the link in the description box. Maybe it will help you. So I want to show you how to add the clasp now. Now we're going to add the clasp on the other side. As you can see, if I position my needle like this, I can see the thread is going where I want it to be, in the middle of the daisy. So I'm just going to pick up 4 50 nose and the clasp, the other half. Pick up 4 more 50 nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going on the other SuperDuo, the neighbor, outside hole, just like this. And again, I want to reinforce this and to go through all the beads 2-3 times, as much as your thread is letting you do it. This is the beads that I have to pass. Let's see. I'm going through this, 2 SuperDuos, just like this. Going on the outside hole through the 4 15-0s from here, and the clasp. Oh, sorry. And then through the 4 15-0s on the other side. And I'm going to go through this SuperDuo, and I position myself, and I'm ready to start adding the 8-0s. I reinforce my clasp. I'm exiting through this SuperDuo. I'm going to pick up an 8-0 seed bead and going through the next one. We're going to embellish the petals of the daisy, and it's going to give a good structure. Oops, for the daisy. My thread just ran away. There you go. An 8-0. Pass through the next SuperDuo, just like this. Pick up another one. 8 Toho. Exiting this SuperDuo, going through the next one. Now we're going to work only on the outside holes, like this. Another one. And now you want to connect it with the other daisy, so you're going to pass through this SuperDuo from the next daisy from the neighbor, just like this. Then continue a Toho, 8-0, another one, sorry, one more, now instead of going through this one, which is connected already to this petal, I'm going through the free one up to look like this. Let's do one more, an 8-0, another one, and now I will be connecting through this one, like this. It will just pop up here. So you keep doing this until the end and turn around, and I will meet you right back. And the bracelet is done. As you can see, I added seed beads all along the daisies. I think it's a beautiful bracelet. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you for watching, and see you next week.